Alright, hi everybody. Today we are going to review for Skills Quiz 42, which is a quick little one-step equation thing like Skills Quiz 41, except now we have fractions. As we all know by now, fractions are no scarier than other numbers. They just have two numbers for every number. For this first one, 1 is equal to x minus 3 halves. Again, we are trying to get x by itself, so we isolate x by undoing the operation that has been done to it. Previously, there was a subtract 3 halves, so to undo that, we are going to add 3 halves to both sides. Add 3 halves, add 3 halves, and we wind up with x is equal to 1 plus 3 halves. And all we have to do is get that into a single value. So in order to add fractions, we need to have common denominators. I am going to call 1 by its other less well-known name, 2 over 2. 1 is equal to 2 over 2, so I can just say 2 over 2 plus 3 over 2 is equal to x. And so x is equal to 5 over 2. I'm done. I'm going to go on to the next one. Let's change colors. I have j plus 7/5 equals 11 halves. Again, I want j by itself, so what I am going to do is I'm going to subtract 7/5 from both sides. I'm just undoing what has been done to j. Previously, we had added 7/5 to j, so now I'm just undoing that by subtracting 7/5 from both sides. Okay? Plus 7/5 minus 7/5 adds to 0, so those do not need to be written. I have j equals 11 halves minus 7/5. Now I need common denominators. What is my common denominator between 2 and 5? Well, it is going to be 10. So for 7/5, I need to multiply by 2 over 2. For 11 halves, I need to multiply by 5 over 5. And what I wind up with is j is equal to 55 tenths minus 14 tenths. And that's pretty simple from there. J is equal to 55 minus 14 is 41. So 41 over 10. And I'm done. All right. Third one. I'm going to once again switch colors. How about blue? Now what I have right now is my variable has been multiplied by a fraction. So in order to undo that, I either divide by that same fraction, or I can just multiply by the reciprocal. I'm going to multiply by the reciprocal, and what I mean by that is I'm going to take the same number, negative 1/2, and I'm just going to flip it so where the numerator is the denominator and the denominator is the numerator. And it's still going to be negative, so I'm going to say multiplied by negative 2 over 1. And I'm going to do the same thing over here, negative 2 over 1. Okay? And here's what happens. The negative 2 and the negative 2 are going to reduce to 1 apiece. And so all that is left on the right-hand side is just b. On the left-hand side, however, I have a negative times a negative. That's going to turn into a positive. And then I have no common factors in the numerators and the denominators, so all I do is multiply straight across. I have 4 over 9. Positive 4 over 9 is what b is equal to, and that's it. I'm done. And finally, the last one. P divided by 5 equals 9 over 15. I am dividing p by 5, so what I am going to do to undo that is I am just going to multiply both sides by 5. Multiply by 5, multiply by 5, that 5 and that 5 reduce to 1, so I have p equals, and this 5 and this 15 are also going to reduce because they have a common factor of 5. When I divide that out, 5 becomes a 1, 15 becomes a 3, and then, something that doesn't always happen but occasionally does, I have this 9 and this 3. They also have a common factor of 3. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to divide each of them by 3. The 3 becomes a 1, the 9 becomes a 3, and I have p equals 3 over 1, or p equals 3. That's all. Good luck.